Amar Saini. He's a petitioner for Aryan Tyagi, who is one of the NEET aspirants and is hoping that NEET examination will be reconducted. Before I go to anyone, I want to go to you first, Amar. Run us through what really happened in the court and how hopeful are you that REET will be reconducted?
Supreme Court, we were very sure that the leakages were there, breakages were there at 5 a.m. on 5th of May when the exam was conducted. So we were with the evidences that even in the FIR that was lost in Patna, wherein the disclosure statement was clearly stating that the NEET examination paper was leaked early in the morning at around 5 a.m. and the papers were circulated on the electronic media, that is Telegram channel, and is several students were grouped together and they were kept at a single place wherein they were memorized the questions. Those were to be supposed to come in the examination, and the fact was that those questions that were given to them in the early morning were there in the question papers that was given to them in the examination. Okay. So we were very confident that the leakages were there, the breaches were there, and today also when I was even urging the Honorable CJI that the CBI, which is investigating 5 FIRs lost across India, wherein the exact position in the form of disclosure statement and other evidences can be collected by the CBI and the status report can be filed before the Honorable Supreme Court. Because in one of the judgment in 2015, when the dental medical UG examination was reconducted, the base was the investigating agency wherein 7 disclosure statements of the persons of the accused were cited in that judgment, which I quoted before the Honorable Supreme Court. And relying on this said judgment, the examination in 2015, which is one of the pivotal judgments which we are relying in the Supreme Court, the entire examination was directed to be held. So today also, tomorrow also, I will be relying on that judgment. Along with that judgment, I will also be relying upon one of the judgment that was passed late 1996 in the case of Hanuman Prasad, wherein it was also there when there is minor breach and leakages was there, the entire examination sanctity of the examination is breached, then there is no other option except to reconduct the examination. Okay. So, based on the evidences that we are having, and we are supposed to have some of the report, and the NTO was also directed to produce to answer some of the questions, queries that was directed by the Honorable CJI to them. Still we haven't received the counter affidavit that was supposed to be given to us by 5 p.m. today. But I'm still waiting for that counter affidavit so that I can argue, I can base my arguments on the basis of the investigation conducted by the CBI. On the basis of that, I would be in a better footing even to assail the examination, because I'm very sure the breach is at a larger level, as widespread and across the entire country, So right. These are the cases.
Okay, before I move on, a quick question. You were suggesting that you're supposed to be hearing from CBI as of this evening. You haven't really heard from them. It's 5:07 on the clock. As of tomorrow, it's a crucial hearing. What are your arguments going to be? What are they going to be around? Because we do know that NTA and the government maintains that this wasn't really a systemic problem. This was a very focused issue. A couple of students, perhaps in a local area or an examination center, were able to get that paper in advance. And so therefore, there is no need to reconduct the examination. What are your arguments going to be around?
That was the issue that was even considered by the Honorable Supreme Court and the CJI, wherein it was considered that if the leakages at particular minuscule sections of the society, or even in a single center, that if not affecting the entire sanctity of the examination, then it would be difficult to conduct the entire examination afresh. But the question is that was also in the mind of the Honorable Court, that if the breakages and the leakages are at a larger level involving the electronic devices and the electronic media, devices, then it would be at a large scale. And that exactly happened in one of the cases that was decided late by the Honorable Supreme Court in 2015, wherein the leakages was at a widespread. And now the question is that, as it was in the mind of the Honorable Court, that if 24 lakh students are going to affect it, there has to be a solid case for reconducting of the examination, and that is the point we need to deal with tomorrow in the arguments, because we are supposed to show the honorable court, as was sought even yesterday, that honorable court would be in a position and would be asking us what material do we have on the basis of which we are saying that entire examination is to be reconducted. So now the question is that we have 2-3 FIRs, wherein in the disclosure statement itself, if you will read the Patna FIR, if you allow me to read some of the portion that is there in the FIR.
Absolutely, I will allow you to, and we'll dwell deeper into this issue. Let me also get in other panelists who are joining us on the show. Kapil Gupta.